WrestleMania 34 is pretty much here, it's on our doorstep, and isn't that exciting? You said no to that question. What's wrong with you, bro? What's up, sister? Turn that frown upside down, put a smile on your face. It's the biggest part of the wrestling calendar. If you can't be excited about this, what can you be excited about? It's not like Repo Man is coming back and we'd all be excited about that. But on paper, the speculative card does look really good. And of course, one of the biggest matches everyone is talking about at the moment is John Cena versus The Undertaker. It's like two wrestling legends clashing on the biggest stage. And even though we have seen them go at it in the past, that's when like John Cena was a rapper or something. He was just rapping away. That's not the same. That's a different John Cena. We got brand new John Cena now, and we got some version of The Undertaker. Here's the thing though. The Undertaker better win or else. Why? Here's why. Now before we get going, let me rant a little bit, because in no universe was this ever the long-term plan. I mean, Undertaker and WrestleMania are no longer the force they once were, and the recent scripting and the recent booking of John Cena just goes to show this has been thrown together on a whim. I have seen Cena lose so many times on pay-per-view and so many times on TV recently, it's almost like he's not John Cena. And yeah, I know, wins and losses, who gives a shit? Well, I give a shit. I give a big shit about wins or losses. And think about what we have seen on Raw, for example. I saw John Cena get pinned by Elias. And that really is an issue we have here. And I actually think at this juncture, having Cena wins LOL would have been a lot better for proceedings. What could have been a, oh man, who's going to win? I can't figure it out. It's blowing my mind encounter is now just, okay, yeah, cool. This is nice. Two legends having a big scrap. That's all right. But whatever. And really, this all started about a year ago. It would take quite the persuasive argument to not make me think that at WrestleMania 33, it was all meant to be The Undertaker's last match. He lost to Roman Reigns, he was in the main event, he did all that stuff at the end with his gloves and his hat, and he left it in the ring, and he swandered off to do something else. That's exactly how somebody like the Deadman should retire, and really, when you look at it, it was a very good production, and it gave us the feels, and that's great. If Mark Calloway thinks he's done more for the business than anyone could have asked for, so he should be allowed to just rock and roll pleasantly into the sunset. All of it made sense, even having a second loss at the event. It just worked. Except it didn't. If The Undertaker is indeed coming back for a superstar slap fight with John Cena at the Showcase of the Immortals, all the allure that he had at the event has now been taken and kicked out of the window. And I just realised I'm not wearing socks today, so yes, that was my foot. His record is now 23-2, and while that's still very good, it's that second loss that almost has even more power than the first. When Brock Lesnar did inflict that first loss, it caused shock around the world, because of course it did. No one ever expected Undertaker to lose at WrestleMania, so when he did, we all went crazy and started shouting into the abyss, like, what's gonna happen now? Maybe it's the end of the universe. And because of that, the thought process quickly became, well, he can't possibly lose again, can he? That would be crazy. And then almost, just almost, that had more allure than the first loss, because we were all questioning it. What are they going to do? Will he ever lose again? Maybe he will, maybe he won't. But why would they do that? What's going on? Who am I? Also, think about it. One man to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. That has a lot of power. There's a lot of power in that statement. But two, well, who cares? And that, if WWE had wanted it to be, would have been a really good narrative. And as WWE were desperately trying to get Roman Reigns over, as is the way in 2018 and 2017 and 2016 and 2015, probably 2014 as well, I've lost count at this point. They took the idea and once again, whoa, they threw that out the window too. And again, if The Undertaker is going away, if The Undertaker is retiring, this is fine. I guess at some point you just got to go, well, there's nothing else we can do. He's not coming back. But here's the thing, he's coming back. However, this is why at New Orleans, John Cena absolutely has to do the favours for The Undertaker, just because of where both their characters currently are. Because let's face it, right here, right now, nobody can say for definite, not even The Undertaker himself, that the Deadman won't be coming back at WrestleMania 35. There's a damn good chance that he will. I don't care if he gets on the microphone and literally looks me right in the eye and goes, Simon, I am definitely done. I'll respond, no, you're not a taker. No, you're not at all. I saw that big ceremony you had, a year ago, and you're still here now, so how on earth can I believe anything you're saying to me? You're a dirty little liar. Cena is also in a very odd position, because as he slowly transitions away from the WWE, you can kind of do whatever you want with him, and nobody cares. And I know that goes against what I said earlier. I do think WWE would have been smarter to book him better, but it's true. He's so familiar with the place, he's like the furniture, that yeah, you can do what he wants, and most people go, it's just John Cena, and now he's a huge Hollywood superstar too, so I want to see him regardless. Just look at the reaction he got when he announced that he did want to fight The Undertaker. The crowd didn't care about all these little things I'm talking about now. They just exploded because they were so excited about what this could mean. And if The Undertaker does get a third loss too, then forget about it. I mean, the streak already isn't what it once was, but you do that, and you may as well just throw it in the bin. And it's mostly because all those losses start to become irrelevant. Like I said, one loss, that's amazing. 2, okay. But 3, who cares anymore? Who cares? All that means is that at one point, The Undertaker was involved in a really cool story that just happened to last a long time. But after that, it meant nothing. That seems like an absolutely terrible idea to me, especially because everybody invested so much time and emotion in this. In case you're interested too, Cena has had 13 WrestleMania matches and he's won 10. And he lost 3. That's his record, and that's not too bad, especially because one loss was to The Rock, the other was to The Miz, and he was in that triple threat match. You remember the one? It was Triple H, Randy Orton, and Cena, and Orton pinned Cena, so yeah, he lost there too. Anyway, point being, he can lose to Taker, and he's going to be fine. It's almost irrelevant in a way, because after WrestleMania, both these dudes are going to go away, which means the story will last for about a week. There'll be a week's worth of chatting about it. Then we'll just be like, well, that was a WrestleMania thing. Let's move on. And they are both legends, which does mean you can get away with a lot more. You just have a certain credence and a certain, it's like a defense barrier. Because you've been doing this for so long and people recognize the character and they recognize you, all of a sudden, it's a bit like a free-for-all. Just, like I say, do whatever you want. The fans will go, well, I'm just happy to see 2 big names at WrestleMania. That's kind of what I buy in when I think of WrestleMania. So thank you, WWE, for giving that to me. And we are also running out of time to see this. In fact, this is probably the last year that we could have done it, and we're doing it. So that is a tick in the tick box. Let me just say this though. Let me just say this before we wrap up. There is a rumor or an idea going around that because The Undertaker left his Deadman costume in the ring at 33, at 34, he can come back as the American Badass. And to that, I say this. Do not do that. Biker Taker, as he is not lovingly known, was not a good character. It was a terrible decision for The Undertaker and WWE to ever do that. If I do get the American Badass version versus John Cena, I ain't even going to watch it. That's right, I'll read about it. I'll go read about it on social media and all that, but I will not watch that match. That is how much I dislike Biker Taker. But yeah, anyway, Taker, as long as you're not coming back as that guy, do not lose here. Do whatever you've got to do. Pull as much political sway as you have to. Don't ruin the streak entirely and make me and maybe some other people happy. Because that's what pro wrestling is all about. Now don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about The Undertaker versus John Cena at WrestleMania 34. Like, share and subscribe. Head over to whatculture.com. Read yourself some articles and follow What Culture on Twitter. What Culture WWE. My name is Simon from What Culture. This was the Y Series. And you know what? Just go outside. Go outside right now. Take a big breath in. And say to yourself, I'm going to have a damn good day. I'm going to have a damn good week. I'm going to have a damn good life.
So that was our video. Thank you for watching. Please do feel free to click on anything happening around my head or something terrible might happen to this dog. Is that you too sweeting me, bro? Ugh. Disgusting. That's really bad.